My wonderful, beautiful, amazing Libras. I'm Gabriella from Gabriella's Vampire Tarot. For today, I'm going to be doing a general love reading, a 5 card spread. But before I do that, I want to offer these two beautiful roses as a token of my love and appreciation for you all out there for supporting me. I love you guys so very much, so thank you all so much for your devotion towards me. So anyway, this 5 card love reading includes what the first card represents you, the second, the other person, the third, the relationship, the fourth, the past, the fifth, the future. Then I'm going to draw a Vampire Oracle for you and then a Favoli for more information. But let's get started with card number 1, which is for you. 4 of Skulls. Ooh, okay. I'm getting both the single and in a relationship Libras. Now, for the ones in a relationship, it looks like, you could be the knight in shining armor or you could be the fair maiden, either way, but there's definitely stability coming from you. You could have Earth somewhere in your star chart, even though you are an air sign, but either way, it just looks like that there's incredible stability coming from you. You are justice, so you are about balance. You're all about, equality, about wanting to, make sure, everything is just on a very stable, grounded, balanced connection between you and the other person. For the ones that are who are single, it's like I do see you as a grounded individual. Your card is definitely justice. It's all about stability. You're probably just very stable. You probably have a very beautiful home, either home, a job, and stuff like that. So you're incredibly secure and grounded in your own way. So yeah, I just love this card, I mean, you could even have Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo somewhere in your star chart, rising moon, Venus, but I just see no matter what for the ones in a relationship and single ones that you guys are incredibly balanced and structured. Ooh, the other person, Ace of Grails, interesting. You could be with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but definitely, for the ones in a relationship, this is, an abundant connection between you and the other person. It doesn't per se have to be a water sign. It could be a fire sign, air or earth or something, but either way, it just looks like it's a very abundant, overflowing connection between you and the other person. Interesting. And for the ones who are single, there's definitely new love heading towards you. It could be water, it could be fire, it could be air, or it could be earth. So no matter what, I do see some kind of new beginning for you. Interesting. Well, let's see what the relationship is about. 6 of Swords. Okay, now the 6 of Swords has different meanings, to be honest. Either, you both are going to be together and you guys are both going to head off to, your happy home, happy hearth, happy family. The 6 of Swords is also about taking off. So, I hope there's no divorce or breakup taking place anytime soon, but the 6 of Swords just has different meanings. So, it's like, to what, whatever, of example, applies to you, but the 6 of Swords is kind of like either, you both, will want to take off or elope maybe, or, well, maybe, you're the one that wants to take off and think, okay, it's like, but, well, for the ones who are single, I do see you actually heading towards something. You could have air somewhere in your star chart of Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This could even be taking place during Gemini season between May and June. But either way, I do see you taking off, to whoever that Ace of Grails may be. And for the ones in a relationship, I am getting both. The negative and the positive. The negative is that there's potential divorce on the rise, and the positive is that you're both heading off towards like maybe, your new home, or maybe a honeymoon phase, or maybe any other romantic example and stuff like that. But let's look at what the past has. 10 of Scepters. Okay, so there's definitely hard work and burdens that took place for both Libras in a relationship and the single ones. Now, for the single ones, I'm getting both, the negative and the positive. The positive is that you put a lot of time and effort. You felt burdened, about having to start creating your own foundation. You probably, had to put a lot of time and effort to get yourself a job and a house and stuff like that, because, which is why you are incredibly stable, and you pretty much just think, okay, I'm very stable right now because I put a lot of hard work and time into my, into my current situation. Now, on the negative situation, it could be, that you were incredibly burdened with something, or, you may have, like some kind of, I mean, I hope it wasn't any kind of like negative past or something, because that could also like be like excess baggage of some kind, burdens of some kind, about carrying heaviness on your back and stuff like that. Maybe, that's why, you're in a very stable situation right now, but maybe you had a very rough start of some kind. And for the ones who are in a relationship, it looks like, in the past that you were incredibly burdened somehow, but yeah, you did put time and effort into this relationship. But I'm getting the positive where, there is a beautiful, harmonious connection with you and the other person because you put a lot of time and effort into it. But if it could result in some kind of breakup or divorce, you obviously already felt burdened with this person as well. There's already heaviness either way. Well, we're going to have to look at the future, won't we? Two of Swords, Two of Knives. Okay, interesting for my beautiful, loving Libras out there. Okay, you know, you have a decision to make. The Two of Swords, okay, this is either, you know, for the ones who are single, you know, I mean, you know, it's like, okay, you know, do you want to approach this person? You know, which side are you going to approach? And for the ones who are in a relationship, what are you going to do? Are you going to break up, or are you going to try to improve this connection no matter what? So there's a decision for you to be, to be made from you especially. So I'm sure everything will work out just fine. But, you know, it's like, okay, the Ace of Grails, you know, could be new love. So maybe, you know, it's like you want to actually, you will move towards this person. Maybe you have many suitors that are pretty much have their eyes on you. So either way, it just looks like, you know, okay, yeah, you do have a decision to make. And the decision is 100% yours and yours alone. You know, no judgment ever coming from your Vampire Tarot Guide reader. You know, so, you know, whatever you decide is 100% your prerogative. So, wow, intense. See what the Oracle has for my Libras. Beautiful Libras. Okay, redemption. Absolution, forgiveness, and penance. Okay, well, the thing is, you know, it's like redemption. I don't know if you ever have to redeem yourself in any way, but, you know, it's just, yeah, maybe, you know, it's like with the Ten of Wands, if you've had a dark past or something, you know, maybe, you know, you're trying to redeem yourself of some kind. Maybe that's, you know, for both man and woman, blonde, brunette, redhead. If you, you know, want forgiveness, always do self-forgiveness and stuff like that. If you want to do penance, you know, try to improve and take good care of yourself. And if there's any kind of, like, negativity or something that could be taking place during the Six of Swords, the thing is I've told, you know, plenty of, zodiac signs, like even in the previous love reading and not in this current, section for this week. I mean, I don't do time frames, but, is that if there's, you know, there's no such thing as the perfect relationship ever. Never. You know, everybody is their own individual person. Nobody, you know, is ever going to just say, okay, you know, I'm created and was made to just, you know, will make you entirely happy and stuff like that. But, you know, you always have to do any kind of, you know, like, you know, self-forgiveness, because, you know, life has no handbook no matter what. So, you know, if you, you know, once upon a time you fell in love with this person, but then suddenly, you know, it all just kind of went a bit negative at some point, you know, always do self-forgiveness. Forgive the other person as well, you know, for saying, okay, you know, like maybe there wasn't open communication in any way. But if you've had a negative past and stuff like that, and you want to, you know, so, you know, forgive your past, because, you know, it's like, okay, you know, I have to forgive myself in many ways from my past, because, you know, it's like I should have actually run out of my tarot store, you know, when I actually had the time. But, you know, it's like instead I was just too enthralled by this potential interest guy, you know, who I thought, who is this person? But it wasn't even a person, it was a vampire. So the thing is I keep having to remind myself sometimes. I mean, you know, I've you know, forgiven myself in many ways, but I do still forgive myself, saying, okay, you know, forgive yourself, Gabriella, for you just did not know what was going to happen to you and stuff like that. It could have ended in a nice, beautiful, you know, either, you know, courtship phase, or maybe this person just wanted a basic reading from you and everything was just going to work out just fine, but instead that just didn't happen for me. So, but either way, let's see what Favoli has for my Libras. Justice. Ooh, your card. So I do see some kind of balance in the future, but it could either be, you know, divorce or breakup, or it's just going to be, you know, where you know, both parties, you know, will end up, you know, in an equal, you know, like, you know, give or take kind of situation, and you both split up in a very healthy and harmonious manner. You know, you could be receiving justice. Maybe you felt like, you know, that you were just, you know, wronged in a relationship, and then, you know, luck will be on your side, though this isn't per se the Wheel of Fortune. But for the ones who are in a relationship, I do see you regaining yourself. So hypothetically, if you did have like a negative, like some kind of negative past moment and stuff like that, and you want to, you know, redeem yourself, is just to have a really beautiful, strong, healthy, future, or, you know, just work on yourself right now, improve any kind of mistakes and stuff like that, and try to get back out into the courtship dating sector again. Okay, well, my beautiful Libras, I'm going to have to leave it at that for you. But if this reading resonated, please feel free to subscribe and join me on more Vampire Journey towards the future. I want to thank you guys so much for your devotion and love towards me. I love you guys incredibly. In a few days, I'm going to go back to general readings, so I'm going to go back and forth between general and love for now. But thank you guys incredibly so much.